This meeting is being recorded from this moment on. So let me share my screen. I'm going to keep going back and forth to see how best I can manage people coming in and giving them access as best as possible. But we all know the reason why we're here today. And the reason is essentially for us to turn your hospitality knowledge into digital products. So I started off as a hospitality expert for this webinar, but a lot of people started reaching out to me, wanting to know more about what I was talking about, turning their knowledge into digital products. And I realized that, you know what? It cuts across all industries. I mean, it cuts across any profession. So I told myself, why don't you extend it to other professionals? So whatever knowledge we're going to gain tonight is applicable for whatever profession you're coming from or you represent or you've gained valuable knowledge, skill, or expertise in. So please open your mind. Do not limit it only to the hospitality industry. Rather, widen your right scope or your imagination thinking button and just see how best you can apply knowledge to what you already know, what you have, and what you can utilize. Yeah. So broaden your horizon. That was what I was looking for, so that way we can make the most of what we have. That said, this is a comprehensive masterclass on how to monetize what we know and how to make the best of it and how to use it to the best of our ability. Because what is important in this age and day is that we do not just keep our knowledge within ourselves and profess to know this and carry it about like, you know, a trophy that, okay, what's a trophy if you have it on your shelf and it's not useful to you? Let's just think about that in real life terms and see what more we can do with the trophy knowledge that we claim to have. Yeah. So these are the ground rules to already set that before we begin, let us set this stage for success over the next 60 minutes. And one of them was basically to make sure your phone is put on silent, so that you don't disturb the learning environment we intend to achieve. So as much as possible, let's put our phones on silent mode. I'm doing that right now for myself, so I think everybody should do the same. I don't want to forget. And also, the strategies they're going to share today is going to require your full focus so that you can observe fully. I have an exclusive blueprint resource available only for those who stay through the entire masterclass, and I promise you to be worth your time. Trust me, I have put in so much into this, and I know very well that it's going to be not a waste of your time, but well worth your valuable time. I know 60 minutes or 90 minutes is a whole lot, so I intend to make the most of it. So please bear with me and be ready. The most valuable thing you've built in your, I'm going to replace the hospitality because I know I have other professionals here, is not just your position, it's what you know. So a lot of us have worked with different organizations in different capacities, and we know so much. We definitely know so much, trust me. So you could change from one industry to another, or from one job to another. Good enough, your job you were at could train you. But what they can't take away from you if they fire you is the knowledge you've gained. No one can take that away from you. So that's the most valuable thing you've built for yourself. The fact that wherever you go, you can look back and be able to say to yourself, well, I'm a jack of many trades, maybe not all. And it's not a jack of all trades and know nothing about what you've learned, but you actually did gain some valuable intellectual property, which is yours forever. So a lot of people have gone to the great beyond with valuable knowledge that they have. And we were not fortunate enough to get a bit of what they had, only because whatever they knew stayed with them and you didn't know how else to make it, make the world know about them. And why I'm here today is basically to say, I want everyone to empty as much as possible, all you know, empty it, okay? Empty it as much as possible. So you're going to probably have 10 beautiful experiences or ideas that you might find confusing. Where do I even start from? What do I want the world to know about me? What's the best thing to project to the world? I would advise start with the order of priority. What is most important, that if I wake you up one tap, you can speak the language of that thing confidently, comfortably, and there's no juggling in your mind if you want to go to A or B or C. That's the first to start with. Finish with that. And trust me, in the process of developing that first idea that you have prioritized, there are going to be 1,001 other ideas that are going to keep jumping into your mind. By all means, get your notebook. If you have your notebook, your pen, your paper, jot them down at all times. Make use of your phone notes. Make use of your small paper notes that you're going to keep having. So that way you do not have the overwhelm of dealing with so many ideas at the same time. And then you want to, just kick the whole idea away. So the big question is this. Let's take a quick poll. Have you ever attempted trying to digitalize your hospitality knowledge but failed? Meaning, have you ever tried to go digital with any knowledge at all? Like I said, I'm expanding this beyond the hospitality industry. So have you ever tried to digitalize it? Have you ever tried to? So just give me your honest answer in the comment section. The comment section is open. Let me see your yes or your no if you have ever tried. Let me just see, because it's a poll we're taking. I will look at it shortly. But while you're giving me your answers in the chat, let's keep going. I really do need those answers because that's a big question. And if you did answer yes to that question, I want to assure you that you are absolutely not alone in this. Yeah? Because I tried this so many times. I tried it so many times on my own. Trust me, I am one person that is quite curious about how things work. I'm always wanting to know more. How does this work? How is this possible? How did they do this? And I'm always going back to find out, what can I do? So I am one person that I've tried. So I started this journey, how many years ago? About 4 years ago. And I just didn't know how it worked. And I just told myself, you know what? I'm going to keep trying, because I hate to give up if my interest has been aroused about something. I just want to keep trying. I don't like to stop at it. So yes, I tried. I see some no's. Thank you for your honest answers. Thank you for being, forthright with what was it for you. So that's why you're here today anyway. So who is this webinar for? First, you want to learn how to target the specific people your skill speaks to. Like I said, I've broadened what we're here for today, okay? So permit me, sometimes I'm going to see for hospitality industry experts, but at the same time, interchange it and put in your profession. So you want to learn how to target the specific people your skill speaks to without the frustration of speaking into the void. It's very easy to speak and nobody's hearing you if you're not speaking to the right audience. So we need to know, if you want to try that, if you have gone digital before and you didn't get the people to listen to you, then you need to know who to speak to. And the second audience I am here for today are people that have already attempted or taken steps to learn this digital skill, but found themselves stuck at a technical or strategic point. That was me years back. I was so stuck. I was so confused because I didn't know what next to do. I thought it was just easy to just record myself and just put myself out there. And then it was time to do the next thing afterwards. I didn't know, I was confused. And of course, I gave up at that time. But the curiosity in me, the curious cat in me wouldn't let me be. I was like, no, I need to figure this out. And the third audience is for people who want to consistently sell their expertise in the digital space without breaking bank or losing sleep or over marketing. Let me emphasize what this audience comprises of. People that have expertise and skills that right now you probably have a physical product and you want your physical product to be out there, but you do not want to be out there. The first time I tried going digital, I owned a restaurant and I told someone that I wanted to put my business on the social media space, and they were calling figures and telling me things, and I was confused because the figures didn't tally. The figures were quite high and it didn't tally with how I was going to get the turnover or how I was going to get my return immediately. It was vague to me. And I was going to invest in it, but a part of me was like, you don't even know what you're investing into. Are you sure you're not just throwing your money into the gutters? And I said, you know what, just hold on. You really do not understand how it works here. So learn it. So I do not want to lose money anymore. So if you're here and you do not want to be like me, like I was then, you are here to learn the ropes and to understand how it works. Okay, so why you should listen to me, the journey from the front lines to digital consultancy. Now, this is why you should listen to me. I have 23 plus years of experience. I started off in the sales department. I didn't know a thing about sales because I studied geography and I finished from Obafemi Awolowo University. And I did not understand anything about sales because what I studied was geography, and what I wanted to become was an environmental consultant. I was so intrigued by environmental impact assessment, environmental protection agencies, and I wanted to be a part of what they were doing to safeguard the environment. That was my passion. I was so intense about it. All of a sudden, I had an opening just after I finished my master's. Okay, so I finished my BSc, had my NYC, and then immediately went to do my master's. And the last day of my master's, I got a job to start off as a sales executive. I didn't know jack about selling. So initially I was confused and I was failing. But trust me, I went to God because God is always my go-to, my number one go-to, my number two to infinity. And I was like, please help me out here. And I got help from God immediately. I will kid you not, I did not have any degree in marketing or sales or any idea or any experience whatsoever. And I trusted the process that God was going to show me how to do it. And He did come through for me. And the first breakthrough I got was Nigeria Oil and Gas Company. Now, that was what they were called then. They're a different company today. Someone I knew somewhere just introduced me to one of the management, and they said, oh, we're ready to sign up your hotel. We would like to work with you. I was shocked because I thought it was just one or two persons coming in. And they told me that they wanted to bring in like 25 persons to stay for, you know, if you're a hotelier and they tell you they want to keep the booking open. Do you know what open means? Open means that you can charge them for as many number of days as they really want to stay in your facility. Boy, of course, that landed me my first car. And what else did he do for me? Quickly, I rose up the ladder. I became a manager in no time. And I learned how to find my way into marketing. Somehow, I was able to understand that to get the marketing and successful edge was to understand the buying behavior of the people you were talking to. I learned that, and I was able to take on my team. I had 10 beautiful ladies I was working with, and I told them that, look, we're going to win this, not with our beauty, because we have beauty and brains, but we're going to work with this, with a strategy to win. And I told them the strategy to use, and it was a winning strategy of how to speak to the client, selling the value that you have and targeting their pain. So what am I saying here? I really had to spend a lot of time to get to that point here. So I know my beat. Let me just leave it at that. And I realized that trading hours for currency was capping my income and my reach, because after I rose to the point where every organization I worked with, I wasn't settling for anything less than a managerial role. It was not even on the table for any other option. I wasn't taking it. And of course, before I even got to the opportunity where people were coming to me, they already knew my resume and they already profiled me and they knew that was where I was going. So I wasn't going down to settle for anything less. But I realized that it wasn't enough to just keep this knowledge within me, because everywhere I went and I started talking, people would want to listen to me and listen to the value I was bringing on it. So when I said to myself, why am I capping my knowledge? Why am I telling myself that I don't have anything? So my mission here is solely to help dedicated professionals duplicate this system and build an automated income for themselves. Now look at my career progression. I started as a sales executive with no knowledge of any sort. I became a manager after 6 months, and years on, I lead teams across various sectors in the industry. And now I decided to do more with my knowledge and help other professionals to leverage theirs. So I'm going to ask you, you've done so much for yourself. You've helped people. I don't know what profession you belong to. In the course of this webinar, we're going to be exposed to different professions, professionals that are represented here. And you've done so much. You've helped other people. You are the go-to when they need to solve any problem. They don't think it twice. They just call you. Your name just pops just right there. So what are you going to do with that? So first of all, if you want to help me at this moment, take your pen, take your paper. I do not want you to write 10, write only 3 that you know in your heart of hearts that these are things that you have succeeded at, that if they wake you up, you can sing it like a bird and everybody's going to hear it into the highest heavens, that this is who you are. Note them down in the order of priority. Note it down. My first gig, after I realized, you know what? Why am I just going to keep shortchanging myself? My first gig, I was out on vacation. Kid you not here. I was out on vacation and I got a call from a client in Nigeria. And the question he asked was, oh, are you, they weren't even asking me, where are you? We need you to come here and take on some classes. They were just interested in me working from wherever I was. And before I know what was happening, they said, you know what, you can see my screen. That was what they're going to pay me. What, why not? I mean, why not? And then I came back from my vacation and I thought it was just a one-off. And they said, you know what, we're keeping you. I was like, you're keeping me? They said, yes, we need you because you're bringing great value to us. I was like, really? Oh, thank you. I was very glad. And it didn't end there because while I was there, some other company came and they said, oh, we're setting up a new hotel. And we heard that you are very good at this. Could you please help us? And I said, okay, here are my charges. And I got paid. Yes. And kid you not, I'm still getting paid today. All right. So let's carry on. So what am I saying in essence? What I did for myself was this. I could be anywhere in the world vacationing. I'm not limited to being physically present for me to be valuable or for my knowledge to count. Because if I am not there, does it that mean that it's only my physical presence that can give me any value? And I said I have intellectual property, which is my knowledge. So that means anywhere I go, I can pretty much reach out to anybody and be able to get value, across to anybody, okay? Now, this is the global opportunity. Why this specific moment in history is perfect for all professionals, I would say. This is a e-learning boom. Look at this. Let's look at my screen. This is the research I conducted. Look at it. It says, according to Statista, the global e-learning market is surging past $400 billion. This represents a massive untapped opportunity for hospitality experts to package and sell their specialized knowledge. Now, like I said, replace the hospitality to your profession. So you can imagine that this already shows that there's a boom that nobody can take away. And what better time? Are you going to wait for the boom to pass? Then what are you using the knowledge for when the boom has passed? Make the most of it. Post-COVID, everybody came to realize that, oh, we don't even need to be physically at work for which to be relevant at work. Yeah, employers took advantage of it. Employees took advantage too. They also went on a self-development journey and started self-developing themselves so they don't get cut down. Otherwise, if you do not stay on the cadre where your employers will see you as value added to your organization, they're going to cut you down. So if you want to stay in this boom, in this e-learning boom, you have to keep developing yourself and you have to keep showing up for yourself to make yourself the most. So that way, it's going to be a win for your employer. It's going to be a win for you. And if you want to be the employer, in the future, why not? It's going to be a win for you. And it's going to be a win for your employee as well. Now, a lot of people go to so many channels, especially YouTube, and they learn. And I love learning from YouTube. Don't get me wrong. But it's generic. That's the problem I have. It's generic because there aren't so many people that can niche it down to the pain points of the people that I'm trying to address. So trying to learn via YouTube or broad self-paced courses like Udemy, Coursera often results in the overwhelm. Why? You will find so many courses and you'll be like, is it this one to settle for? Should I settle for this one? Is it this person? Why should I? But you're here. So take advantage of hearing from someone that is going to let you understand the nitty-gritty and the framework that you should work with and be structured from the get-go. The most important thing that keeps a business going is that if business is properly structured, you can take a holiday and you're not losing money because you are structured. And another way why the generic method fails is the proven way, like I said, step by step, mentored by a real professional here. So you get on YouTube and you see so many calling, hi, I'm here, me. Sometimes the overwhelm just makes you, you know what, you just click some other time because you don't even know who to talk to. But if you're here, I want you to know that you are in the right place because you did not miss your way. You're here to listen to someone that's going to guide you directly. So let's go quickly so that we don't lose time because we're going to get to the practical bit of this session today. So you know the problem, and this is a harsh reality for the methods that, haven't exactly worked. 70% of people who want to learn effective, strategic, and profitable digital skills are not able to complete the process by themselves without industry-specific context or general digital marketing advice, which falls flat. Now, let me explain this a little bit. People want to go learn. I started off learning, if not because I kept saying to myself, finish this. Don't get off the wagon. Stay here. You must finish this. Trust me, I won't be here today. But I kept telling myself, I am going to learn. I paid. Oh my God, did I pay good monies? Yes, I did. I invested in myself. Oh no, I did. Rigorously. I love to learn. I learned. And I'm still learning. I have courses I'm taking at present. I have papers to write. So I need to let you guys know I'm also in the academic session environment as well. So I teach as a lecturer. So I have papers to present in less than 15 days. So I am doing my research on the side. But this is something I have always been passionate about, and I'm not going to shelve it because the environmentalist in me still wants to be, out there and still wants to make an impact. So you're not the problem because you want to learn, you want to be effective, you want to be strategic, but you get tired because the process is overwhelming and you give up on yourself. But I don't want that to be the case after today. And here's why most of us get stuck. We get stuck because we started out and we're not clear. Okay, fine. I'm very knowledgeable. Okay, so I'm an environmentalist. I'm a geographer. I'm a hospitality, expert. I have so many caps, so too many feathers on my cap. Okay, so let me just reduce it to one or two that I've just mentioned. So if I do not have a clear purpose, I won't even know what my unique selling point is or what I am proposing. So the overwhelm is going to make me feel like, I don't know what to do. I just want peace in my head and my brain. But today, I want to let you know that if you have clarity, if you know what you are, what is unique about you, about your value, your unique value proposition, your UVP, what is unique about you, then you begin to know the kind of problem you want to solve. So what problems did you solve in the past that made everybody look at you and say, oh, very good, you're the go-to? So there are platform confusions. Okay, so you tried your hands on the online space and you're confused. Okay, so where should I go? You're confused about which platform is best for your product. It now leads you to analysis paralysis. You're not even sure what to do again. Okay, today they tell you it's Instagram, that's the trend. You hear it's TikTok, you hear it's LinkedIn, you hear is WhatsApp, you hear it's Facebook. You just keep hearing. That makes you like, what did they even want us to do anyway? But if you stay true to yourself and stay to the end, you'll understand why that confusion comes, because you do not even understand what your purpose is. It's not clear to you because you don't even know where your audiences are. Then last one is audience disconnect. You're not sure who your target audience is. I'm already saying this, meaning you don't know who is actually willing to pay for your specific. What problems did you solve? Who did you solve the problem to? I speak for myself. So as a marketer, and I told you I had 10 ladies that I was working with. Trust me, if I didn't know anything, you didn't know anything either. But today, I kid you not, I can't count how many, like 4 or 5 of them are top managers of top hotels here in Port Harcourt. I can't even count. 4 is small. They are top managers of hotels. 4 is small. 4 is because I can mention their names here and now. These are ladies that today they call me my madam. And when they call me madam, I laugh. I say, leave all this madam thing you're calling me. But it's because of impact. So if that was the impact I made, what impact did you make? You made an impact. There is something you solved, something you did, something you excelled at. That is your unique selling point. Yeah. Now, there are 4 barriers to entry. Now, identifying these excuses, we're going to identify the excuses that keep professionals trapped in the daily grind. Let's identify these 4 barriers. The first one, procrastination. This one is just the devil. You're waiting for the perfect time to start building your digital assets. The spoiler alert, the perfect time does not exist. Yes, when I first started out here, kid you not, I forced myself to be, I don't like to be in front of the camera. I don't like it for anything. I'm camera shy like that. And I said, no, I'm not going to do this. And after a while, I mustered the courage and I started showing up in my true state, meaning no makeup and all that. I don't like makeup. Okay, I've been scolded over time. Please apply some powder and all that stuff on your face. And I'm like, okay, I will try. But you know, that was my greatest problem. I couldn't start because of that. Kid you not, I couldn't, because I was like, who's going to come to terms with me not making up like what you see on Instagram? Who's going to talk? Who's going to listen to me? They need you to be, well, that's how the world works. And I was like, no, I'm not ready for the world. So I started out in my raw state. I was getting the criticisms. I was getting the, oh no, why are you looking like that? Oh, why did you? And I said, stay true. Do not lose focus. You know, if I had waited for a fine time when everything is all set and I am all perfect, maybe I won't be here at this moment because I will still be waiting because I still don't have the interest. I'm just making the effort to show up. So what is your procrastination? And then another stealer and spoiler is no time. Believing you're too busy. Yes, you're the busy bee. Like I said, I teach, I lecture, I have so much to do. And I'm a leader in my church. I mean, I'm a deacon. Not deaconess, deacon. Okay, that's fine. And I love to serve. I'm very passionate about it. I kid you not. I could easily tell myself, no, I don't have time for church. Oh no, I don't have time for social media. Oh no, I don't have time for my job. Oh, I have to tell myself, look, this is live happening. 2026 is going to end in less than 6 months or about that. So you must be able to account for every phase of your life or every sphere of your life to say, okay, this is handled, this is been handled, this is going on. Simultaneously, I'm sorry, because life is happening. Life is not going to wait. You're not going to wait to handle family. The next year, you're going to handle academics or handle your career. It's happening at the same time. So you will need to make time, create time. The time you spend, I love to gisting is my go-to, but no, that's not what brings the money in. I have to use that time for my own good. No money. All of us would say we don't have money. Oh, trust me. So if you view trading as a cost rather than an ROI, return on investment, generating investment in your lifelong earning capacity, you are doing yourself more harm. Like I said, personal development is not only on your employer anymore. It's now on the employee, because if you don't stay employable, your employers will bypass you and will go to someone else that is more employable than you. So trust me, what else do you have if you don't want to stay and develop yourself and spend money on yourself? After all, you buy new clothes, you buy luxurious things, you spend money on trips and nice. I love vacations. Trust me, I don't pass on a good vacation. But hey, let's face what the barriers are. Imposter syndrome. This one is, look at it. You're afraid of who will listen to you. All of a sudden, you think you never solved any problem in your life. Your knowledge is not valuable. Who would think you an authority that their opinion counts? The reality here is, what is second nature to you is complete mystery to someone 5 years behind you. So my students in class, I was speaking to them about And I kid you not, speaking to them about the earth, you won't believe it. They didn't know anything. So I had to look at the environment and I said, okay, I'm going to help you guys. And how I'm going to help you guys is I'm going to use relatable things to be able to show you what the earth looks like. And they calmed down. Now, me teaching those people about the earth, you can realize that these ones do not know anything. So my knowledge to them already is me adding value to their lives. So if I were you, at this moment, you just identified one person that your knowledge is important to. People that are probably 5 years behind you that did not succeed at places where they haven't succeeded yet at things you have succeeded at. They are waiting for you. You need to let them have access to your voice, to your authority. Don't deprive the world. Countless, let me say, professionals remain aspiring instead of practicing. You keep aspiring, oh, I'm going to get it done. Oh, tomorrow, next year, oh, nothing's going to stop me. You're going to be there. Someone much younger than you is going to take on that space and excel at what you did not do. You know, that fear alone was what pushed me to. I have to be very practical here. Now, this is the transformation. Assetizing your daily task. Assetizing your daily task. Yeah, that's the word. Okay, so these are examples of what can be monetized. Now, don't forget, I started out with hospitality professionals. So I'm going to tell you now to broaden your mind and think beyond the professionals you can see on my screen. So you're an event planning expert. Can you turn your checklist for flawless 500-person banquet into a premium execution template for junior planners? So people plan for perfect banquets, and it's so beautiful, and you have mastered the art. But do you know there are new people that want to get into that space and they don't even know where to start from, or they are confused and they have the overwhelm and they don't know what to do? What are you doing with that knowledge? You're waiting for them to go and read someone else's. Someone else is going to take your knowledge that you know and come and be teaching them what you can teach them easily. That's the point I'm going to. So like I said, I hope you have noted your 3, because we're going to get into the practical bits very soon. You are a chef extraordinaire, like I hailed my chef Hippie here. So now you have so much knowledge within you. Can you please package your kitchen management SOPs, food costing formulas, or signature plating techniques and put it out there as a guide? Yes, you heard me right. As a guide. People don't know how to cost food. See, today, yeah, they go on the internet and they go learn it. Yes. But when it comes to the nitty-gritty, can you put it down together and say, okay, see my pepper here, I bought it at, and then do the math and show them how to stay profitable, just like you stay profitable? You think they won't listen to you? They will listen to you when you show them how you're succeeding. So what are you doing? Okay, you're a front desk hotel manager, and all the time in hotels, you always have difficult guests. Yes, why do we call them difficult guests? Sometimes hotels go on above because the guest is king and you want to make sure the guest is satisfied. But there are some guests that you cannot, even if you give them the head of John the Baptist on a platter of gold, it will still not be enough. They will still want his body because the head is too small. So have you de-escalated such situations to the point where I don't know how I'm going to be able to admit everybody coming in. I hope I'm able to admit them. Sorry, let me see if I can do that. If I can't, sorry. If someone else can admit them for me, please go ahead. I don't want to stop this class. I don't want to stop the flow. Please, you can admit them for me. Just go ahead and admit anyone coming in. Thank you. And then you're a tour guide. You work at the airport, or you are a tour agent. You book hotels. You have travel agencies. You know how to develop digital itineraries, local partnership negotiation scripts, just like wakanow.com. You guys are looking at wakanow.com. You see them everywhere. You open your browser, they pop up. Why are you popping up? Because you have put yourself out there. You are leaving money on the table and you're assuming that it's for them. It's for who? When the Kardashians, when they started doing reality TV, we were all glued to the TV. Oh, beautiful Kardashians. Oh, look at Kim. Oh, look at Jenna. Look at this one. Look at that one. Today, people are waking up. What are you doing? Don't sleep on your own oars. Wake up. That's what this meeting or this webinar is about. Wake up call. Everybody get on that train. Let me give you a case study of this seasoned baker. She's my friend. So this is a real world example you can replicate immediately. Now, look at this. Look at this. She's an expert baker with years of experience creating cheesecakes. I love cheesecakes. Oh my God. I love cakes, but cheesecakes, they do it for me. I love cheesecakes. Reputation-wise, she is known locally for her unique taste and meticulous baking methods. Yes, she is locally known. I mean, referrals. Someone please admit for me. Referrals, you need to call, you need to ask, you need to ask, you need to call for, you need to call for. Locally. The problem here, look at the problem. Her expertise and earning potential were strictly limited to her physical location. She could only sell to people who could physically reach her bakery. So if you cannot physically reach her bakery, she's not making money. And what is the ceiling here? She was trading hours for dollars. If she didn't bake, she didn't earn. That's who a lot of us are. Yeah, you're sleeping on valuable money. See what we did. See what we did. Look at that. Look at my screen. We did not create anything new. I did not tell her, please go and learn 70 courses on how to be the best baker around the world. No way. See what we did. We didn't create anything new. We simply filmed her existing baking process step by step. That was what we did. Then we captured the nuance. We recorded her proprietary techniques and verbal explanations of the why behind her methods. As she was beating the eggs, whisking the eggs with the flour, adding milk, sugar, whatever she was adding into, we documented the process, okay? The next thing, we structured the chaos. We organized our intuitive workflow into clear, logical steps that anyone could follow. So all the baking, adding flour, sugar, mixing, whisking, and all the rest of it, put into the oven, let it stay for 5 minutes, bring it out, use whatever to check if it's properly baked, bring it out. We documented it and we organized it in a very logical way so that it is not difficult. And then the next thing, guess what we did? We packaged it. We packaged the asset. We turned the raw footage and notes into a high-quality video tutorial and a downloadable recipe guide, which she sells online. I'm not done. The result, her knowledge became a tangible digital product. People across the globe could now learn from her, removing all geographic limitations, meaning she was no longer a local champion. She created an asset she could sell repeatedly without baking a single extra cake. The effort was front-loaded, the revenue continuous. She finally saw that her everyday skill has significantly more financial value than she ever thought. How about that? What are you sleeping on? You're waiting for people to come and only the people that know you locally to get from you. That's why I said people died with certificates that nobody knew the knowledge they had because we were not in a digital age at probably that time. So what we only have access to are the ones that we were able to document. Are you going to be like one of them? I'm not going to be, because look at me right now. I'm here. I'm making a change. If you want to stay, you're not going to make a change. It's up to you. But no way. I'm making a change, because after I leave here, what are those certificates of any use to me after I have left this earth? How are they going to benefit me? So I'm not going to sit back and tell myself I have 10 degrees. Of course I have. How many degrees? So what? So what? I'm going to put it out there. I don't have to earn only within my locality. I can earn globally. I can earn when I am sleeping. I'm earning in the morning. I wake up to orders. Oh, can I have? Oh, please, I need. Oh, I have done. Yes, I even used the strategy I told you. I told my 10 girls. I have my ebook on my seller store. Yeah. People came and they bought from my seller store just because they wanted to learn how to get corporate clients. What am I using it for? If I cannot reach the next person that needs corporate clients, I can reach somebody globally that needs to learn how I succeeded. So what are you waiting for? So the blueprint here is very simple. Knowledge, package, and position. That's the blueprint we're using. Okay? Now, First phase, this is phase one, knowledge. What do you know? So now that you have identified 3 things that you're very sure about, let's take one. Let's not take 2. One, what value did you have in that first knowledge that you wrote down? Write it down. Let's audit your mind. Identify that hidden value. What did you use? For me, being a marketer, at the time I was helping out, it was very easy for me to identify what it was. It was that I was strategic to understand the pain that the different corporate organizations had. So if I was talking to a construction company, I knew they were handling a project. And not only that they were handling a project, they would need their engineers to sleep over. Oh, I enjoyed being I enjoyed having MTN, yes, as the officer that was in charge of it. It was beautiful. Somebody please admit for me, please. Thank you. It was so good because when MTN was setting up their masts, their different masts here in Port Harcourt, they were traveling all over the place. So they would stay over at the hotel. So we had a high turnover of, it was a huge traffic we had from them. Oh, I now moved to the oil and gas. The oil and gas, they were always having meetings, conferences. The banks, they were always having, what was that their bank meeting that they're always having that you always, I can't remember the name of the meeting, but they will always have one big meeting like that. So the banking sector, I was there. I have some of my people that we work together because I told my people, see, when you get to meet the manager, when you start from the gates, you do not just see the gate man and give the gate man a nice, sassy attitude. If he's an elderly man, of course, you are greeting him, my papa, how are you, sir? Because you need access to see the manager. This worked for me in one company that I had no inkling of who the manager was. The security people downloaded the MD, the manager, the person that was in charge. They told me everything. The day he was coming, madam, wait, we push you. Until I got to see the person in charge. And the man was looking at me, so how did you know? I said, no, I've been here several times and it's just been difficult to get an appointment with you. So I have an ebook that I put out there. So what is yours? I was very strategic with the pain really hard. Someone please admit, thank you. And I would go for it. So what was that pain that you addressed? Because most professionals severely undervalue their daily routines. Let us shift from employee mindset to knowledge asset mindset, creating systems. Ask yourself, what was it that I did? What was that unique thing that you were doing that nobody was saying? But if they came to you for your product, they will stay. They will buy from you. Write it down. Write it. We're doing an audit. So these are 3 questions under the knowledge phase we need to answer. 3 questions. Question 1, repetition. What critical operational tasks did you execute daily or repeatedly and effortlessly in your role? Identify. If you have your pen and paper, write, please. Please write it down. I need you to do this simple task because this simple task is going to be your foundational steps to take to do more. Very easy, but very crucial. Second question is, what specific challenges do colleagues, staff, or peers constantly ask for your help with? So yes, I was a marketer and it was difficult sometimes to, like I said, it was difficult to access the persons that were in charge. It was very difficult. Access was so difficult when you want to go to the main companies. Access was a challenge. Then the next thing was to convince. So what I would do is I would go and research the companies online. I would research to find out what projects they were about to embark on, what they were doing, so that way, when I get to speak to the management, I am telling the management that we can do this for you and personalize the service within boundaries. When I say personalized, meaning that if you want to call us and say you want 20 rooms, you want 50 rooms, call me 12 midnight. I will take your reservation. I will not tell them I've gone to bed. I will take your reservation. I need the business. I had boundaries, very strict boundaries, trust me. But at the same time, I knew how to smell. I knew how to sniff my money out. That's my point. Someone please admit for me. Thank you, please. So it's very important. And then the third question is, what expensive or time-consuming problem did you solve easily? Did you solve any problem? If you did, that is important. Now, this live exercise here is going to help us identify your digital product right now in the chat. So now that you have written these processes on the products that you know, that you very clear about, write in the chat for me, please. Everybody, please write in the chat for me, if you can. If you can, what products do you think you want to do? What products? Please go ahead. I'll just take a pause and just look at the charts. Okay, write any products that you think you want to invest in. Go ahead. I'm waiting for the chart to fill up a bit. Okay. While that's going on, because I do not want this to exceed the stipulated time for it, I'll move on to the next slide. And I asked this question to you today. If one cheesecake recipe can become consulting, thank you very much, Debo. Thank you. Consulting process, fantastic. Trust me, fantastic. Okay, so if one cheesecake recipe can become a global digital product, what can your 5 years in hospitality or at your profession become? Because you don't need to learn something new, you only need to recognize the value of what you already know. There's no point learning, packing on the knowledge. I'm not going to tell you to that. We're going to use your intellectual property and do more with it. That's why we're here. Because structure, which is the phase 2, which is package, is everything. Thank you very much, Abiodun. I see that. Structure is everything. Raw knowledge is confusing. Trust me. If you do not understand where you're going and where you're headed, it can be confusing and overwhelming. Raw knowledge is confusing, but packaged knowledge is profitable. Yes, it is. We must turn that experience into a tangible guide or system that others can consume logically. So I see civil society management training consulting. Turn it into a guide, into a template, into an SOP, nicely packaged, and identify major problems people came to you for, and reach out to the people that came to you for such issues. These are your target audience, and begin to give them tips on, do you know? And guess what? Not cheap. You're going to put it, monetize it. You'll be amazed that before they came to you, they probably have read up what you can do for them and now say, oh, really? So I can get this done. But they will have to come to you and say, okay, so how am I going to be able to access it? You tell them how much. And then once you let them know your value of what you have to sell to them, then they will not say, okay, I will take this and I'll probably be able to get to the point where I cannot handle anymore. Then if they want you to do a one-on-one, you tell them what the value of that is and put it out there that is beyond your locality. Let people all over the world, we're 8 billion plus right now, see you. Let people around the world see you globally. Structure is everything. If it's packaged, you're sleeping, or somebody is signing up to say, you know what, I need your services, because they can see you from India. They're seeing you from Australia. You're not physically, you were not referred to them by someone that knew you, that knew. They're already seeing what you've done. People have gotten, I got a gig just by showing up consistently online. Yeah. I did not even know. I only posted, oh, I just got my certificate as a professional chef because I went to a professional chefing school. And someone was like, oh, we have something for you that's, we think we need your services for. And I was like, I'm at your service. What am I waiting for? I didn't meet them physically. No. And I'm enjoying the benefits right now. And I want you to do the same. So choose your product format. Do you want to have an ebook or a guide? Or you want to have templates and SOPs? Or you want to do an online course like I am doing? And tell people, okay, so I can show you the ropes. I can guide you. Don't forget, not only within your locality, not only within people that refer you to, but globally. That's why we're here. Globally. Do more. And then the last phase, which is the position phase from your KPP, is find the buyers. So a great product hidden in the dark makes $0. You must strategically share it, offer it direct to the people actually searching for your fantastic. Thank you. Fantastic. Trust me, I have an ebook on how to get corporate clients, well written out ebooks, and people got it, because I can't talk to everybody all the time. But right now, I'm sleeping and waking up in the morning to saying, oh, somebody has bought my book. Oh, another person bought my book. Oh, thanks. So if you want to, we're going to put it out there, position it in a way where the people that need it the most will say it. Now, these are your positioning secrets, which you must not take for granted. Once you know exactly the people that will pay for your knowledge, for example, now that I know I have very good corporate acquisition knowledge, I put out a book there. People that have needs to expand their business beyond individuals and they want corporate organizations to patronize them, they're patronizing my book. People that want to expand their business patronage from just individuals to corporate organizations are talking to me about my ebook and I'm selling to them. You must know who your knowledge services, who were the people you talked to. These are your positioning secrets. If it's not clear, you'll be speaking in the dark. 2, to learn how to speak directly to their pain points. Like I said, when I speak to the manager of a company, I already tell them the problem they're having. They're expanding their projects or they have meetings, several meetings. They cannot sleep in the office. They need to sleep in the hotel. And my hotel is going to provide security. That is very important. Safety is very important. Health of their staff while they're with us at the hotel is very important. The environment has to be conducive as well. Because in any of these IOCs, in oil producing companies, if you are able to pass the HSE assessment, trust me, that's a closed business deal for you. You've secured that deal. You've secured it. Identify your audience and also speak directly to their pain points, and then select the right platform. So you are going to ask yourself, where would I find the people that need my knowledge? I see someone talking about consulting, civil society consulting. I see consulting, process improvement. LinkedIn has a lot of professionals. Instagram, more with the graphics, to show and things like that. You could leverage on LinkedIn. Actually, I will start with 2 platforms, LinkedIn, and then just for the show, Instagram to pop in their eyes or their faces, but there are more professionals that are going to need process improvement. But at the same time, you can still take advantage of the graphics and let Instagram users know that, hey, I'm here. So I would advise that you take 2 prominent social media spaces. Start with those 2 at the minimum and then expand in the future. Okay? And when I say expand in the future, means that you can now go to TikTok when you now say, okay, you want to make it appealing to different audiences, but you want to add a feel to it that breaks the process down to their level. Yes, so that way people can latch on. But by this time, when they come to your page on LinkedIn or they go to Instagram, they see a history that shows that indeed you are an authority. So that's where you should begin to think of settling for. Same thing with the civil society management and consulting, because you're going to find a lot of them in LinkedIn. You're also going to find a lot of them too on either Facebook, or if you want to go YouTube is not appropriate just yet because you need to build an authority. So when people want to go check your page, they can see a history. So start with 2 and build a history that shows that you are an authority from the beginning. Now, these are real results from people. Okay, for the sake of protecting their identity, I did not use their pictures, but this is Jennifer here. Jennifer and I worked in the hotel. So when I had the opportunity to speak to Jennifer, we started out and she was like, Madam, like, they called me, can you please show me how to go about this? And I did. And she was so grateful for the time I spent with her. Just putting her, and she was one of the best marketers. She was delivering like crazy. She was so good. Oh my God, Jennifer was a go-getter. I was so proud of her. After I was like, Jennifer, you've aced this. Yeah, not very well. They started doing better than their madam, but for crying out loud, they learned from me, so they learned well. And then there was Chinelo. Chinelo and she was, first of all, the food and beverage manager before she moved up to becoming a higher manager right now where she is. She can handle the most difficult guests. So she learned to use that value of calming a very difficult guest and made the most out of it. She wrote an ebook from the knowledge that I gave to her. When she first made this amount of money, she was so excited. I was as well, because I was telling myself, oh my God, so this works. It does. I was so happy and I was so proud of myself. So you have two options, because we're almost at the end of today's. Two options. You're at the crossroad right now, and I know. So these are the options. Choose your path. Option one, you can go try doing this yourself. I'm not going to stop you. Trust me. I am not that person. So you can go try doing this yourself through trial and error. You can actually do that. Lose months trying to master complex tech platforms, suffer from the back and forth of getting stuck without a mentor. I had my mentors that held my hands. Eventually abandon your dream due to overwhelm. Keep living six-figure passive income on the table. Trust me, I needed my coaches to help me, and they mentored me. Oh no. I started out since just after 2020. It's been tough for me, but I stayed true. Or the blueprint, get everything you need to become a digital expert in 30 days. Trust me, it is from someone that did it from scratch, speaking to you. Save yourself from months of frustrating trial and error. Follow a proven step-by-step guide tailored for hospitality or other professionals. Get it right the first time alongside a community of peers, and launch your asset and start generating revenue quickly. That is it, because right now I have my store in seller and I have my products. I'm not even losing sleep about it. I don't even break my head to say, oh, this is doing that. I don't care. Why? My products are there. They're earning for me. I'm okay. And I'm still getting my gigs. And I'm still dishing out what I know on my pages. And I'm not letting anybody stress me, because I know what I know and I'm making the most of it. And I am staying consistent, because that's another thing. You have to be consistent. You have to be dogged. Do not give up, even when you feel like nobody's coming, nobody's showing up, nobody's giving me any support. Stay true to the knowledge you have. Stay true to the people you're trying to help. Hit their pain. Really hit it. So in the digital hospitality blueprint, see what I have in different models. Clarity, to shift your mindset and uncover the hidden value in your daily task. First of all, you need to be clear. What do I know? What am I passionate about? What certifications do I have? Do I need them? Okay, if I have had some trainings, how am I applying the knowledge? You can have what certificate. What are they of what use are they to you if you're not using it for your own benefit? These are your intellectual properties. What are you using it for? To brag about? Okay, you've bragged enough. Thank you. Can we see the world experience you? Have a feel of your knowledge, a taste of your knowledge, and be able to say thank you to these persons bringing out their knowledge. I gained from it. And the next model is your unique selling proposition, or your unique value proposition. Extract your skills and define your exact profitable niche. So we have so many knowledge, but not all knowledge are valuable. Some are more valuable than others. So we're going to identify the valuable knowledge amongst all the knowledge that you have. And the model 3 is select and build the optimal product format for your expertise. Structure. Where do I start from? What step should I take? And the next step. So there's no overwhelm. It is so easy that you'll be amazed that if you follow through in 4 weeks, in less than 30 days, as a matter of fact, if you're very diligent in 1 week, yeah, you're done. You are done. If you're very diligent in less than a week, you are done. Because I have a 30-day roadmap template for you to use. If you want to follow the 30 days because you have your regular 9 to 5, that's fine. But if you want to set your heart to it and do it in 1 week, you're good, you're done. So the Blueprint Masterclass is valued at 140,000 Naira, which is like $100. That is the core step-by-step video framework engineered for hospitality professionals or pretty much any other professional. While bonuses that I have also in the Blueprint roadmap is this. The first one is ready to use templates valued at 70,000 Naira or $50. instantly deployable SOP templates, guides, and product outlines. And the bonus two is a 30-day action roadmap valued at 150,000 naira, which is $100, which is a rigorous weekly schedule telling you exactly what to do. And then there's a 30-day risk-free guarantee. If you follow the steps and don't see value, get a full refund, no stress. Read that again. Read it again. That's my guarantee right there. So I have fast action enrollment because the total real value of everything I just gave to you is $250 plus. But today, if you're going to pay in full, I have different options. My option one is to pay 50,000, but if you pay in full today, I'm going to give it to you at 20,000 naira for the course. Yes. And then I'm going to be having the second option, which is a 3 days knowledge to revenue with Dr. Larry. Now you're going to have 3 days back to back to back knowledge with Dr. Larry, where I am going to take you on how to identify your passion, how to be able to use that passion and turn it into a profit-making, revenue-generating income stream for yourself. If you want to take that option, if you're going to pay today, that's at 7.5. Don't forget 3 days. I'm going to get access to the 3 days you're going to have for it. And then finally, the third option, if you are too busy and you do not have time and you cannot do it, I will do it for you. My team and I will do it for you. All you need to do is valued at 100,000, but you can pay 50,000 today, only today. This fast action release, you'll get a one-on-one bonus call to map out your unique selling proposition. Don't let tech overwhelm keep you from your six-figure digital asset. Don't let procrastination, don't let I am not ready, don't let I am too busy, don't let it's not for me, don't let nobody listen to me, the imposter syndrome, don't let anything set you back. Because I am a living testimony that I refused to let anything stop me from getting to where I am to be. I invested in myself. Personal development is my go-to, is my forte. I am still learning. I'm not going to stop. So if you're ready, you let me know, because here are the details that you can use and leverage on to get your registration sorted out. So send a screenshot of your payment and you will receive an access to the course immediately. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm going to ask that if you want to say something or you have a question, please and please and please, you can unmute yourself and ask your question, please. Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Elera, that was a beautiful one. Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
And well done.
Thank you too.
Well done. Well done. Please, can you quickly go through the fast action? Is it payment? What you just shared with us last. Just let's see it again, so that
Okay, the fast
it
action
could
enrollment.
enrollment. Okay, yes, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So please, if
Okay.
you have any
So please, if you have
questions,
any
please
questions,
ask.
please ask.
Can you put the
Okay.
details in this
Can you
chat?
put the details in this chat?
What part of the details
What
do you
part of the
want me to put in the
details do you
chat,
want me to put
please?
in the chat, please?
All of it?
All of it.
At least some of
At
that
least some of that
information I would like
information
to
I
have
would
in the
like to have
chat.
in the chat.
Beg your
I'm using
pardon?
my
Beg your
phone,
pardon? Phone, so
I'm using my
I'm
phone for
using
the
my phone.
meeting, so it's kind of difficult for me to see it properly.
Okay.
So if you can put
Okay.
just at least option, I think option 3, Then the
Okay.
account details too would help.
Okay. So you want us to do it for you?
Or if you can send it to me privately, I don't mind.
Yes, I will. I'll send it to you because I'm having
Thank
a
you.
hard time. I'll send it to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So any other question, please feel free to ask any question. That's why I'm here. I am here because I need you to let me know
Need you to
where
let
you
me
think you might
know
have a
where you
challenge
think you might have a challenge so I can
so
come
I can
through
come
as
through as
best.
best.
Okay, I think you can also maybe help us figure out which option that will be good. If like tell you where I am at the moment. Okay, let me
Okay,
hear
let me
you.
hear you.
Let me
Let
hear
me
you
hear you
first.
first.
Okay. Um, what I have is an ebook. Um, I've had a lot of experiences in life, and I just thought of writing my autobiography. And then it got so overwhelming. And then I just decided to pick an aspect of life where I noticed I was slowed down and write about it. Do you understand? And
Yes.
yes, that is the aspect of the mind. I got to a point in life I discovered that my mindset slowed me down, and that my mindset was a kind of roadblock for me in achieving things I ought to have achieved. And that goes way back to my childhood days. So I I started writing about it, and then after writing, I thought to now channel that into like a curriculum. Do you understand? Like a curriculum that will help guide the mind of children so as not to fall into the same trap I fell into, because there wasn't any guide, nobody was there monitoring what was going on in my mind. So I had this book called Mind Factory, and in the Mind Factory, I wrote my story, how a lot of things were going on in my mind, how they stopped me, they hindered me, and I developed a curriculum that could be taught in schools. Now, and that is from nursery school, from nursery up to senior secondary school. So I just stopped. I don't even know how to go on from there. Do you understand me? I know that how do I get this thing into schools? How do I let them know what I have, and also of course make money out of it? So I have that in my hand, and that is where I am at the moment.
Okay. If I hear
Okay,
you
if I hear you
clearly,
clearly,
you probably your
your
childhood
childhood
was a bit
was a bit
traumatizing, right?
traumatizing, right? Mm, not trauma, but slowed down because
Okay.
of, yeah, a bit traumatizing because of experiences, unfavorable experiences that build a negative mindset. Do you
Okay.
understand me?
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
oh, see,
Oh, see,
trust me,
trust me,
there are people that
there
are
are people
dealing with
that
a
are
lot
lost
right now,
right now,
and they need
and
someone
they
to help
need
them
someone to help them
navigate that difficult
navigate that
path.
difficult path.
You need to be out
You
there
need to
to
be
tell
out there
them
to
what
tell
you
them
did that
what you
worked
did
for you
that worked for you
so that they can be a better version of themselves. You do not want them to turn out looking back and say, oh, I didn't get any help. You have very valuable knowledge that that people need to know about and use. Parents need to know you so they can help their children. They need to know about you rather, so they can help their children.
And schools
Then
too.
you also need to make a campaign to children in secondary schools and probably universities as well, so that they can do better with whatever challenges they are faced with, so that they don't look back in life and have regrets. So you didn't go through those times for just yourself. You went through those times for the people that are going through what you went through, for you to be able to be the solution to them. So yes, you have a very valid product that people need.
Okay. So the question is now, where do I fit in this fast action enrollment?
Trust me and listen to me. It's not about the money. You fall into option 3, but we're going to do it together. I'm not going to leave you. You're not going to leave it to me. Neither am I going to leave you alone on it, because the product you have is such that it's an experience. Yeah. That you need to pour yourself into, right? So people can identify with. So you're probably going to be having, beyond an ebook, one-on-one sessions with people, call-in sessions with people. People want to speak to you, to talk to you. So you'll probably be looking at, in the long run, maybe consulting or some sort. Go to secondary schools. So schools are probably going to need your assistance. Seminars or tertiary organizations, so that way you can reach out to the people that are suffering this, because it's not enough for them to read about it. Some are going to read about it, yeah. But I'm saying that your knowledge goes beyond just being in a book. It goes beyond. You're going to do more than one. So you're going to be doing consulting. You're going to be doing ebook as well. I don't know if you get my point.
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do.
Because you would need to let people. You see, when you start speaking to the people that are going through what you went through, you're going to feel like, God, my purpose in this life has been achieved. Yeah. I don't know, but that's what I know. That resonated so deeply within me. Like, people need to, there are people that have had several experiences in life, and these things are not something that should be swept under the carpet. So some of these experiences are better explained to people that are going through it, for them to come out of it. For them to read it might be an option, but for them to also experience you speaking to them, or having like a therapy session with you too, where they can book to speak to you. Oh no. That's where we're going.
Wow.
So let me ask you a question. Can you hear me?
Yes.
So I had the opportunity to take on a course to learn how to be a therapist. Let me put that way. So I learned how to be a therapist. Yeah.
Okay.
Where we listen, we don't judge. Right?
Yeah.
So I was in a course for like 2 months
2 months
to really learn the
to
ropes of
really
how
learn
to
the
listen,
ropes of
because
how
they're
to
going to be
listen,
listening
because
a
they're going
lot
to be
to
listening a
people.
lot to people.
We will talk after.
We will talk after.
Because at the end of the day, when I
Because at the
was
end of the
done
day, when
from
I
that
was done from
course,
that course,
the opportunity I
the
had to
opportunity
speak
I
to
had to speak
people
to people
from the
from the
experiences they
experiences they
recounted
recounted
and the problems
and
they
the
were going
problems they were
through,
going through,
I knew how to
I knew how
insert
to insert
myself
myself
and to
and to
bring out the
bring
better
out the
version of
better version of
themselves
themselves
with their own
with
help,
their own help,
through them
through
identifying what
them
they should do.
identifying what they should do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not just
So it's
about
not
writing
just
an
about
ebook.
writing an ebook.
Yes, you're going to make
Yes,
an
you're going
impact
to
with
make an
that,
impact with that.
but you need to reach out
Then
to
you need to
people.
reach out
You
to
need to have
people. You
one-on-one
need to have
sessions.
one-on-one sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never thought of that.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope
You're welcome.
I hope that
I
helps.
hope that helps.
Yeah, it does.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else that
Anybody
wants
else that
to
wants to
say something?
say something?
Yeah.
Okay. So I am this is the package. This is the fast action enrollment. So if you think you want to get on any of the options, let me know. In coming days, I'm going to go on social media to make a lot of noise about this, but I wanted to have this closed unit session first of all with everyone here. Thank you for everyone that has stayed this far and stayed to the end with me. I truly, truly appreciate your time. Let me know, reach out
Let
to
me
me
know. Reach
if you
out to
want
me
to do
if you
any of
want to
this,
do any of
because when
this.
I get
Because when I get
on
on
a social media space,
social media space,
whatever I choose to
whatever
do,
I choose to
the
do,
pricing
the pricing
is going to be what it
is going
is.
to be what it
Because
is.
when it comes
Because
to
when it comes to
you pricing your product or your knowledge, let me put it that way, you're going to ask yourself, what value have you added? Your pricing comes from the value that you're adding to someone. Yeah, that's where your value comes from. It's not out of fear, it's out of what that value is going to do for somebody else. I have a high ticket um, service coming up very soon. That's because people have been reaching out so much to me to set up hotels for them, set up bars, set up lounges. So I'm getting on the one-on-one call at $1,500. Yes, I am. If you want me to set up and structure your hotel, that's what I'm going to tell you is my fee. I am not compromising, because when I am done, you can travel to, I have a hotel I set up today, not even one. The manager or the owner of the hotel lives in Lagos. I kid you not. I am not at the hotel except once or twice a week. I don't have to be there for the staff to know what to do. I don't have to raise my voice for them to know what to do. It is so well structured that everybody does their work. If there's any problem, we follow the structure for disciplinary action to be taken. The hotel is doing very well. They are building another extension for them to add on about 35 more rooms to their existing 25. So I know that if you do not have the right foundational structure for your established, especially the hospitality, your staff are gonna cut you short. Oh God, they're gonna deal with you. They will deal with you. I have worked with several organizations and I've seen staff and I know what they are capable of. So I am not even compromising on that. So I have a lot of products I'm going to be putting out in coming days. So I want you to take advantage. Take advantage today, because the truth is your knowledge is pretty much all you've learned all this while up to this moment in your life. Don't let it just sit down in your head. Make the most of it and let the world experience you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I won't keep you more than this time. So if you need to enroll, please reach out to me and we will talk more. Any more questions? If there are no more questions, thank you for your time, everyone. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for the presentation as well.
Thank you so much, Mr. Debo. I appreciate. I will be in
I will
touch.
be in touch.
Thank you. God bless
Thank you
you.
so
Thank
much,
you so much,
Adiola. I will
Adiola.
be in touch
I'll
with
be
you
in touch
too,
with you too,
Adiola.
Adiola.
We need to talk.
Definitely. Definitely.
Definitely, yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Thank you,
Thank
Madam
Thank
you.
you,
C.
Madam C.
Okens.
Okens.
I appreciate
I
you all.
appreciate you
Thank you
all.
very
Thank
much.
you
You
very
may
much. You
leave
may
once
leave
you're
once
done.
you're done.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Madam C. Thank you. See when you're coming in. See when you're coming in. The meeting is over. Hello.
I can hear you. Good evening.
Good evening. Did you try to log? Did you try to come in since?
No, not really. There was traffic. I go back home. I had to get something to eat and prep. I thought
Okay.
it was
What?
still fine.
No, 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 no. We're done. You know,
Okay.
the way you put the slides was very good. Was very, very good. It was very professional. I like it. I really like it. So I've finished. So I'm going to keep using this one. I have two people that bought in for the option 3. Can you beat that?
Okay. The option
Yeah.
three, that's the do
Yeah,
it
do
for
it
me.
for you. Yes, but one person wants me to do it for you. But I will the last person, I told her that I'm not going to be able to do it alone because hers is a service. She wants to write an ebook and to also have a consulting service. So I will need her to beat.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Together with,
Hello.
you see, that is why my coach says that once it is that one now, the price should have been like 140,000. I shouldn't have even
Please,
compromised
Mark,
because
end
that is the
the
one that is most
recording.
stressful.
End the
50,000 is cheap.
recording. End.
Okay, I've stopped. I've ended the recording. I've removed the recording. I've removed it. I've stopped. This is
Okay.
just me and
Record.
you talking. Yeah, I've ended it.
Okay. Better.
Yeah, it was, but it was very good. It was very good.
Okay. So you don't have any issue
Mhm.
with the slide.
No, no, it was very good. It was very, very good. It was very
Okay.
good. Yeah.
So nobody because
Eh?
nobody wanted the course from there.
I said two people wanted it.
You said it's due for me now, the option three.
The option, yeah, that's what people wanted.
No, that's not the
People were
course now.
coming.
Option
I needed someone to help me. I needed someone to help me to book people in because people were coming in and I couldn't take them because I couldn't even
yes
see them. Mm,
request.
too many, and I was not. I don't fit.
Okay. You're done now. I think you're done.
So the people that want me to do it for them, I will get to work immediately. It's not to give them my template and then we'll start working. That's what it's going to be.
Yes.
So next time I will have up next. Okay,
That's
then
very
it's
important.
small. We're going to this. I will use this for. This is what we're going to put out there now, like we said.
Recording now.
Yes.
You just go through your
Oh, I
recording,
left.
upload it on YouTube.
Yeah, my friend said that was a very good presentation.
Okay. It's nice.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, we will get to work as soon as possible. So they come, we will get to work. But she needs to, she has some valuable knowledge, valuable thing to put out. I beg, make her go chop, better chop, I beg.
All right, ma. Good night.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I owe you. Oh, wow, your money don't plenty. You see, calm down this month too, so that I will not die of bills.
I need the
Yes,
money.
so eh?
So I'm broke. I need the money.
Yeah, let me pay for the one I've consumed. Hey, don't go and put another one on top again. Half a million. Well, come and kill me. Oh. Please wait.
Sorry, ma.
Don't worry, I will definitely. I'm expecting, hopefully, next week. I have a deal that is ongoing now. Some people are in my hotel. So hopefully my boss, that one is a different payment. You give me that one on time. I'll
All
clear
right.
that bill. See, all the money I have, I don't carry and give you. It is well. Oh. Please, we have work to do. I beg you. I
All
know say I say make you calm down for this money, but we have work to do.
I've worked a lot. You
You
go.
have, no, I'm not lying. You made it very easy because the slides was very easy for me to follow. You know, I went through the slides,
Yes.
so it was very easy. It wasn't cumbersome. It wasn't winding. It was just to the point. So thank you very much. I owe you. Don't worry. I will definitely. My husband already said that you're doing a good job.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome,
All
my
right.
darling. Thank you, Jerry. God bless you.
All right. Thank
I
you.
beg the coffee, Peter. Bye bye. Make I sleep this night. I never sleep for this. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. I wish I just get with that 1 million now, but just wire you money. No, no, no. It's well.
We'll get the
Come.
better million.
We will. Oh. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Jesus.